Visa application ends by 12 noon. I got to the embassy around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So I could not tell them I came for visa application. Instead, I said I wanted to see the ambassador. So they allowed me come into the embassy to see the ambassador. Welcome back, viewers. Psalm 5 verse 12 says, God will bless the righteous. With favor, he will surround them like his shield. In the year 2009, precisely in May 15th, 2009, I received an all-expense invitation to attend a roundtable conference for funding renewable energy project in Brazil. And I was moved in my spirit to attend that workshop or that conference, the roundtable. But I had two challenges. When I picked up my passport, I noticed that my Nigerian passport only have one leaf without visa, and then Brazilian embassy takes a minimum of 4 working weeks, or a minimum of over a month to process travel visa to Brazil. And I was only a few days away from this roundtable conference. The time was too short to be able to attend the conference, to be able to secure visa to attend that conference. I wanted to give up on this opportunity. But before giving up, I prayed about it and I said, God, do you want me to be in this roundtable in Brazil? Will it be for your glory? And I had peace about it, that I should go ahead and apply. So even though I knew that the time was very short, I proceeded to the Brazilian embassy to apply. Now, the conference is going to start on the 26th of May, and I went to the Brazilian embassy on the 22nd of May. The time was too short. I asked God to just completely take over. I got to the Brazilian embassy when the embassy has closed to visa application. Visa application ends by 12 noon. I got to the embassy around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So I could not tell them I came for visa application. Instead, I said I wanted to see the ambassador. So they allowed me come into the embassy to see the ambassador. When I got to the reception, I was told the ambassador is not available. The ambassador traveled. And I asked, who is acting on behalf of the ambassador? As I was asking that question, the deputy ambassador walked in. And the lady said, that's the deputy ambassador. He's acting on behalf of the ambassador. So I raised my voice and I asked if I could see him. I greeted the man. And he came to me, a young man, not more than 30 years old. He was so warm and receptive. He invited me to his office and gave me Brazilian coffee to drink. And he asked me what brought me here and what can he do for me. I gave him the invitation to the roundtable conference in Rio de Janeiro. And I asked if he can please help me expedite a Brazilian visa. He said, yes, I'm going to help you. And he took it upon himself to expedite my visa application. But he said there is only one problem. You can't use this one page, that you need to get a new passport. I went to the Nigerian immigration headquarters and I told God to give me a new passport within 24 hours. And within 24 hours, God gave me a brand new passport. I brought them back to the Brazilian embassy, submitted it to the deputy ambassador. He broke normal protocol. They are supposed to send all my documents by courier to Brasilia. the capital of Brazil for processing. But this man, to enable me get my visa, he called Brasilia in advance, spoke to the people that needs to be spoken to, and scanned my documents to the respective people, and even uses his fax machine to even send or transmit the other documents. In 24 hours afterwards, my Brazilian visas were approved and the sticker stuck on my new passport. So I was on my way to Brazil. I got to Brazil and I attended a wonderful workshop. It was an important meeting that helped build my career. But on my way back, disaster struck. You heard about the plane crash. The Air France flight 447 that crashed into the Atlantic Ocean. I was to be on that flight. But the morning of my boarding, I suddenly developed some form of sickness. What do you call it? Frequency 2. And I could not join that flight for the reason of that stomach condition. So I rescheduled to join the next flight. All that move was not normal. It was my steps being ordered by the Lord. If I had joined that flight, I would have ended up along with all the other 228 passengers on board that flight. They perished in the Atlantic Ocean. It was that ill-fated, I don't think there's any other air disasters involving Air France that was as devastating as that flight. The flight experienced thunderstorm and it crashed, and everyone on board that flight was completely killed. God spared my life. God caused me to have a stomach condition that would not allow me to join my flight, that made me reschedule my flight so that I will miss death. Whoever is watching this video, God is speaking to you. He has promised to preserve you from all evil. It does not matter the name the evil is called. If God needs to shift your schedule, shift your flights, shift your travel, God will do everything to keep His word. He will preserve you from all evil. I came back the next day grateful to God that I had that, because the moment the flight took off, the stomach condition disappeared without me needing to go to hospital. I realized that it was providence. It was God orchestrating, the unseen hands of God orchestrating everything to cancel every ill plan of the enemy against me. Until we meet again next time, please stay tuned and know that God has your back. Thank you.
People, we cannot say enough. Is there God? All of you heard about that Air France flight that crashed in the middle of the night in the Atlantic. Not one single person was saved. And that aircraft has not been discovered up till now. All of us, we heard it when that thing happened in 2009. Who knew that ordinary dysentery is what stopped Buma from being on that flight? Is there God? You judge for yourself. Number two, the fellow that helped him to get visa. Did we talk about destiny helpers before? Now you see, God helps people to go out of their way to help you. What should have taken 1 month took Boma something like 48 hours. He got the visa. There is God. But do you know Him? This is what this video is all about. Do you know God? Do you have a relationship with Him? Can He tell you the next step to take? Will He protect your life like He protected Boma? What contract is there between you and Him? What promise of God do you know to claim? Hand over your life to Jesus. This is what this is all about. Hand over your life to Jesus. Somebody will be watching over your life 24/7. The choice is yours. Again, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel Forward this video to your friends and let us receive your comments. Almighty God will bless you.